Hey, it's the 15th, Wednesday, about 7 o'clock at night, and I wanted to read you a post from the Washington Post and discuss it a little bit. The title of it is "A Glitch Believed to be Based in Mobile Apps, Which Erases Some Washington, D.C. Voters' Party Affiliation." So here we go again with voter suppression. Voters reported multiple problems in casting ballots in the Washington, D.C. on Tuesday, raising the possibility that technical difficulties could mar a citywide election for the second year in a row. An unknown number of Washington, D.C. voters who went to the polls discovered that their party affiliation has changed without their authorization. Does this sound like a pattern? I know I've heard this in many states. 3 voters interviewed by the Washington Post said that they were told that their registration was no longer Democratic, but NP, no party, preventing them from casting a regular ballot counted on Election Day. The district has closed primary, so only voters registered as Democrats or registered as Republicans in Washington, D.C. statehood. Oh, wait, and there's a party called D.C. Statehood Green Party? I didn't know that. Well, can participate. So independents couldn't participate. Or NP people couldn't participate. No party preference. Now, in a statement by Terry Stroud, acting executive director of the D.C. Board of Elections, he blamed the problem on a technical glitch that seemed to be rooted in the board's new mobile app. So now, how did he know that right off? Alright, well anyway, some voters who updated their registration information through the mobile app may have experienced an unintentional change in their party affiliation. Stroud's statement was an email to reporters who inquired, but no alert was posted on the board's website or at polling locations. But Jeremy Koulish, a web developer and political activist, said he alerted the board last week when he went to vote early in Columbia Heights in Washington, D.C. and discovered he was no longer registered as a Democrat. Koulish said he initially got little help from the board in investigating the problem and chose to publicize it Tuesday with a posting onto Facebook. Then he got like 12 responses from people saying they experienced roughly the same thing, he said. Koulish said he spoke with elections officials on Tuesday and believes he isolated the problem. Koulish said he was able to replicate having his party erased by going into the Elections Board's app and changing his address. When a user changes the address, the app generates a new voter card. Unless the voter also updates the party affiliation, the app assumes the voter is choosing no party. Oh, how convenient. You know how many times people move in this country? It's a massive bug to launch a web app with. It could be affecting a lot of voters, Koulish said. Now, Michelle Kuczynski, who's 26, found her party affiliation changed, but she never used the app. She said she had switched her voter registration from Statehood Green Party to Democrat 2 years ago to vote in the city's Democratic primary for the mayor. Now, a few months ago, she got a notice that said her registration had changed from Democrat to Statehood Party Green Party. And Kuczynski said she changed it back to Democrat and was able to vote successfully on Tuesday. Now, why did it go ahead and do that? If this was 2 years ago, I don't know if the app was utilized at that point in time and if the bug was still relevant at that point in time. When was this bug introduced? When did it start becoming an issue? Now, Jahar Abram, who ran for the D.C. council seat last year as a Democrat, also said he found his party registration erased when he went to vote Tuesday. Council member David Grasso, who's an independent at large, said his wife observed a similar problem and that she experienced at her polling place. "I'm worried this could be widespread," said David Grosso, "and it's something that people wouldn't be looking for. Why would you ever check to make sure your party hadn't changed?" In its statement, the board said that if a voter believes a party affiliation is incorrect, that voter can fill out a special ballot. Special ballots will be counted on Friday, a spokesman said. So, I wonder when, today is Wednesday, I wonder when the cutoff date is for that. They don't say. Like, let's say you voted yesterday in Washington, D.C., and you, what, did you fill out a provisional ballot? Were you not permitted to vote at all? I'm not sure. I'm thinking that you're not permitted at all to vote if you weren't a Republican, Democrat, or a statehood, Green Party statehood. So, he's saying that if you notice that your party affiliation was incorrect and I guess you couldn't vote, that the voter can fill out a special ballot. When, up to what point in time are you allowed to fill out this special ballot? Is it the cutoff today, tomorrow, Friday morning? They said it's going to be counted on Friday. Why don't they give people more time? How many people have been affected by this? Oh, all right. Talk to you soon. That's the end of this political rant.